The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, you're selling your home, might have some issues with it. What do you need to disclose? Also, some wonderful properties on sale right now. It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. Your debt does not have to control your life. You have the power to potentially lower or even eliminate your debt. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.
You Have Real Estate is proudly sponsored by Renewal by Andersen, your full-service window and door replacement company. Learn more at rbafla.com.
Welcome to You Have Real Estate, brought to you by my wonderful friends at Renewal by Andersen. I am your host, Justin Clark. A wonderful show ahead today, but first, the opening statement. I have a bit of an admission to make. On my way here, I was thinking about selling my car. I was going to trade it in. They don't offer you enough money, but the brakes have been squeaky, and I was thinking to myself, do I just try to sell it to a private individual and not mention the squeaky brakes, or should I not do that? Those of you thinking about selling your home have an even bigger decision to make. You might have lived there for a long time. It's had some issues with it along the way. What do you need to disclose before selling your home? Wonderful question, and a question that we will answer by asking real questions. Every weekend here on the program, we ask real questions to the truly trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Happy to kick it off today. Immediate past president of Aura, Lisa Hill, is here. Hi, Lisa. Welcome back. How are you?
Good.
And a new director, and you're excited about it, of Aura. Alexis Lok is here. Hi, Alexis. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you for having me.
So it is an important question. You talk about disclosure. When you're selling real estate, what do I need to disclose, and how is that changing?
Well, just yesterday, October 1st, a new law went into effect regarding flood insurance. So now when a property is listed, the seller is going to have to make a disclosure if they've ever had a claim or if they've ever had to do anything regarding flood. And then there's another disclosure that will be done at the time of an offer by a buyer that gives them the right that if they can't find insurance between a certain amount, they have the right to terminate the contract.
Is that right? And at my law firm, I get people all the time who come in who have just bought a house saying, I want to sue that seller because I know they knew about this. It's probably one of the biggest things that we see at my law firm, and one of the reasons why I always tell you not to try to sell your home without a real estate agent or a realtor, because that's what you help people with, making those decisions as to what they should disclose.
That's right.
What do I need to disclose? What is it out there that I need to say to the buyer, hey, this has happened in the past? What do I need to disclose?
Yes, so in the state of Florida, we focus on material defect. There's usually a seller's property disclosure that a lot of agents will often take before even taking the listing, just to get to know your property a little bit more and hone in on those fine details.
Yeah, when you're talking to a seller, Lisa, and they're like, well, I don't know, should I disclose this or that? What goes into that conversation?
Well, I always tell them disclose, disclose, disclose. That way then we're not going to get caught in some kind of pickle at the end. If you have had plumbing redone, if you have wiring redone, these are things that you probably should disclose. Yeah. Or if you know that you have aluminum wiring in the house, make sure you disclose that, because that's going to come up in your inspections and when it comes time to get insurance.
I agree with that, because even if you're in the right, once you get sued by the person you sold it to, you're going to spend $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 on legal fees alone. I think over disclosure sometimes is the better move. Totally agree. What are you seeing in this market right now? It's been a crazy year. What are you seeing down in the trenches?
Yes, so what we're coming off of is a year where the seller needed the buyer just as much as the buyer needed the seller, because we went ahead and even though there was low inventory, buyers necessarily couldn't get approved where the interest rates were. Yeah. So now as we move into a year where there's more inventory, but everybody's really excited about that Fed cut, we honestly are right now in history making time happen.
I totally agree. We got some houses that are on the market right now. What can you buy and what will you pay for it right now in this market? Let's find out. Lisa, I want to start with you in Orlando. We'll go through these quickly. And again, I can't read. I don't know who writes these addresses, but I can never read them. 905 what?
905. Let me find my
Was this you, Ryan?
905 Maribon.
Maribon.
Yes.
All right. Tell
yes.
me about this one.
That's a gorgeous refurbished house. It's like brand new. They gutted this house. It's in the Dover Shores area, which is down in the Conway area. It's 2,500 square feet. It was built in 1960, but like I said, been completely renovated. And the cost is $685,000.
Beautiful city down south. Celebration. Alexis, tell me about this one.
Yes, so this beautiful townhome, I like to say that it's home for the holidays. It is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and you get a 2-car garage that gives you access to the property. I'm really proud to be with the List with Lou team because we often go ahead and collaborate on these different opportunities. And what I really love about this property is that you truly are going to have that hallmark moment because Celebration is a snapshot in time with access to community amenities like the clubhouse as well as the pool. So it is really truly move-in ready.
I love it. By the way, if you'd like to see any of these properties right now, they'd be happy to show them to you. Just call the phone number on the screen, 407-205-0400. A city I know well. My law firm was there for 10 years. Longwood, Hutton Point. Lisa.
Yes, this is a gorgeous home. It was off of the market for a while. We were under contract. Financing fell through, so it's back on the market. It's 4,155 square feet. It was built in 1985. 6 bedrooms, 4 baths, and 2 half baths. So gorgeous property right outside of the Springs in Longwood.
Yep.
And that one is listed for $997,500.
And finally today, down to Orlando, Goddard Avenue. Lisa.
This is another really cute little bungalow.
It is.
And you know what? If I was in the market for a little bungalow, I would buy this one in a heartbeat. It was built in 2014, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and it is listed at $399,000, which is a great price in today's world.
What do you think happens the rest of this year real estate wise? Up, down, stays the same?
Right now, we have steadily increased in valuation, so I just think that it's going to continue to go up in valuation, especially with the cut that we are receiving. I think more and more buyers are focused, ready, and I think that sellers understand that they need to be cooperative as the market continues to progress.
I agree. So good to see you, Lisa. As always, pleasure to see you. Alexis, come back. You guys both come back and visit us anytime. How is that?
We sure will.
Here's what we will do, a very quick break. When we return, Viv comes to your neighborhood. Where is that? As You Have Real Estate continues.
Did you know that filing for bankruptcy can help you lower your mortgage or car payments or potentially help you eliminate your IRS or credit card debt? I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, call me now or visit youhavepower.com for a free consultation.
Hurricane season is here. People are preparing right now. You guys prepare like crazy in your house. You buy in canned food, water, power generators, the whole shebang prepared for hurricane season. However, when it comes to preparing for hurricane season, you need to prepare your air conditioning unit as well.
Yes, our friends at Old Ash gave us some awesome tips on what you should do before the storm. You should start by using a suitable anchor to support the outdoor condenser.
Keep the area of items around the AC unit clear because they could always be ejected and really ruin your unit.
Yeah, keep the drains around the air conditioner unit clean as well to prevent water accumulation.
Because water entering that unit could cause a short circuit.
Consider using a weatherproof cover designed for AC units. This can protect the unit from flying debris and heavy rain.
Those projectiles.
Yes,
that's what we
the
call
things
them
you
here,
don't
right?
want to deal with.
During the storm, also install a surge protector for your AC unit to protect it from surges, of course, caused by lightning and power outages.
You should be sure to take a photo of your AC unit and document the serial number because this information can be helpful when it comes to insurance claims.
As a note of interest as well, though, prior to the arrival of a storm or hurricane, you can lower the air conditioner in your house to keep it cool. That way it's already super cold, which you like anyway.
I do.
And then if the power cuts out, it takes a while to heat up the house.
When the storm does hit, keep the air conditioning unit off because consistent power interruptions could cause damage to the compressors as well as other parts of the unit.
After the storm, inspect the condition of the unit, verify that it has not been damaged. If the equipment was not affected, turn on your AC.
I mean, yeah, and you should always keep cleaning your unit to avoid the accumulation of humidities and fungus and other bad things.
Exactly right. Thanks to Old Ash and Duquesne Air Conditioning for giving us an amazing unit number 1 and these amazing tips to protect your air conditioning unit during hurricane season.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you're in debt and find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, call me now or visit youhavepower.com today.
Welcome back to the show. Thanks to Renewal by Anderson. They send Vivian out on the street to your neighborhood every week. If you have a lot of money, you know exactly where Viv is today. Viv's in your neighborhood, Windermere.
I'll be visiting Windermere, Florida today. Some might say it's most famous for its exclusive neighborhoods and country clubs, which include Isleworth and Keens Point. With limited commercial development, Windermere is committed to preserving its natural environment as evidenced by its strict building codes and architectural standards. There's a strong sense of community with these residents, and downtown Windermere loves to show that off as families come together at the many events throughout the year. The area is full of picturesque waterways and towering trees and home to the stunning Butler chain of lakes. Also, the town's emphasis on education and family values helps support the town's public and private educational system. The median household income is about $160,000. The median home value in 2023 was $750,000. Because these communities are close to the attractions, many residents get to enjoy the nightly fireworks from Disney. In addition, they live very close to Sand Lake Road, which is alternatively called Restaurant Row. You'll find the best steakhouses and award-winning cuisines on Sand Lake, and I was able to crash a taping of Justin and Michaela's show, Best of Central Florida, at the Voodoo Bayou, which is coincidentally on this yummy row. I thought it'd be interesting to interview Michaela Nichols and find out what she enjoyed most about growing up in this beautiful area.
So many things. Obviously, Restaurant Row being one of them. It's always an experience and always something amazing here to do in the Windermere area. You're so close to Disney, you're so close to iDrive, and it's just such a great neighborhood to grow up in. So many kids my age and just so many things to do. Very blessed and fortunate to have grown up in the Windermere area.
If you'd like more information on Windermere and what's available, please call me, Vivian Lehman, at 407-205-0400.
Thank you, Vivian. I love Windermere. It's a great city, close to Sand Lake with all the restaurants. Great place. Good job as always. Vivian, happy to be joined now by Alena Rivera. See, we talked about it before, and I did well, and then I screwed up and we talked about it. And Ruth, once you get to know her, Ruthie Rivera's here. Hi, Ruthie. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
See, now I almost want to start this whole thing over because I screwed up your name. We talked before, agreed I was going to call you Ruth. I call you Ruthie, so my bad all the way around. But I'm very happy to have both of you here. How are you today?
I'm good. We're friends now, so we can be
Exactly right. You've done a lot of coaching for real estate agents over the course of your career. What are some of the concerns that real estate agents are having right now?
The new disclosures, obviously, that's a main topic of conversation. And inventory. Interest rates, those are the main topics that agents have. Yep. They're concerned of if there's enough buyers out there, are there enough sellers wanting to put their home on the market, and just day-to-day business.
Right, and we've had a lot of weird changes in real estate this year, up and down. It's been a little bit of a scary year in a weird way, I guess. Now that rates have come down a little bit, what are you feeling? What are you really feeling with real estate right now?
It's definitely picking up again. There's a lot more buyers able to qualify now. You know, as soon as the interest rates drop a little bit, they're just waiting for that opportunity to fit in that bracket with that budget that they can now afford for their families. So we're definitely seeing a pickup with the amount of purchasers and listings as well.
Yeah, we're having a lot of people even move here and buy property from other countries or South Florida moving up this way. There's a great organization called NAREP that I know that you're heavily involved in. What is that?
NAREP is the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, and we advocate for sustainable homeownership for Latinos and Hispanics. And we educate our members, which are most in the real estate profession, on the complexities and all of the information about Hispanics and Latinos.
Yeah. What percentage of property owners you think are Hispanic now? I mean, is it really a growing number here?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. What did we have? So we have a report that comes out every year with NARIP. I get to serve with Ruth on the board.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's great just to advocate and, you know, get everybody into owning a home. But I think it was like 46%
Really?
of Hispanics are owning homes now across the U.S.
Right.
So in Orlando, that's
pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And 48% are mortgage ready. So a lot of consumers out there.
Yeah, awesome to hear it. A little city right outside of Orlando called Apopka that I know well. Three Odd Guys Brewing's there. A fish place. I forgot the name of it, Dallas. You remember? You just walked in. The Naughty Lobster there as well. This is a great community in Apopka. Tell me about this one.
Yeah, Apopka's growing. They're definitely developing, going out closer to Lake County, Sorrento. So there's this cute little quaint community. It's Rhett's Ridge of Apopka. Newly developed, and I have the honor to work with this investor who bought up a bunch of the properties as they were in the last phase. And he wants to provide homeownership opportunities for families that may not be credit ready, you know, budget ready and whatnot. So there's lease to own options, rentals. If they can't afford it right now, they can simply rent the property or they can purchase it. They have a property management company on site for investors that are, you know, wanting to grow their portfolio with the property management already in place. So
I love it. Yeah, you know, sometimes,
great.
especially if your credit's not quite there yet, a lease to own is not a bad way to go.
Not
You
at
still
all.
feel like it's yours. If you know, you want to do some paint, put some paint on the walls, you feel okay doing it, like you're not wasting money. If you'd like to see these properties, I'd be happy to connect you with Alena right now. 407-205-0400. And we were talking about this last week a little bit with the new, you know, the new guidelines and things like that with the settlement. And my concern is, okay, yes, we're a couple months into it. Real estate agents, they're used to it now, but I don't necessarily think so, because there are a whole group of agents who might only do 3 or 4 deals a year, 2 deals a year. They haven't had one come through yet, so they still are a little bit concerned because they haven't gone through it yet. What would you tell an agent who's watching right now, who has not had a deal closed yet? What would you tell them?
what would I tell them to help them understand all what all the changes?
Yeah.
To know, to have your support system, to have your community, to have your mentors, your coaches, because we are all, you know, taking those classes and getting that training to be able to prepare our buyers, our peers, you know, like we want to work together professionally, collaboratively, so we're all on the same page, because there's a lot of changes. But as long as we stay in the know, attend all the classes, the Zoom calls, like they're making it very efficient for us to be able to stay up to date with the current changes.
New agent, all right, let's say I've been a new agent 6 months in, and I haven't really had any deals come through yet. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know how to go out and drum up business. How do you coach that agent up?
Well, first and foremost, they have to change their mindset. They have to be ready to be able to take action, do those things that make them uncomfortable. And I say get a mentor, like Alena said, get a coach that's going to coach them on what they need to do on a day-to-day basis. Have a business plan that's essential and a key component for success. And also time block. That's very important. When you don't have a 9-to-5 job, you have to make sure that you're your own boss and you're doing the things that you have to do. So time blocking is very important for you to do those activities.
Real estate's easy, though. I just have to show a couple of houses every weekend and the rest of the week's a party. That's not how it works?
No, unfortunately it's not, but it can be very rewarding.
It is. It's a great profession. A lot of people, I think, during COVID got sick of their boss and maybe wanted to transition, but don't do that unless you are prepared to put the work in. To be a very successful agent, it's a lot of work, really almost round the clock. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, 28 hours a day.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
8 days a week.
Great to see you both. Come back and see you soon, okay?
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
here's
you
what we're
very
going to do, a very quick break. When we return, You Have Real Estate continues.
Are you worried about your student loan payments? I don't blame you. The great news for you is now we have more options than ever. Go to our website, youhavepower.com, to find out what options may exist for you and your student loans.
Do you have allergies? Do your children have allergies? Well, at least you know in your home you are safe from allergies, right? No. You're not. The windows in your home can be giving allergies a major boost to your family, and this is very scary. Dan Brigman's here, Renewal by Anderson. You think when you're in your house, you're safe from all this outdoor stuff. But you're not.
You're absolutely right. You think so, but what we've learned is as the season gets warmer and these allergies start to come out, what also happens is our AC runs a lot more, right? When your AC runs, remember, there's a return in the house. It's sucking air from somewhere. If you have broken seals in your window, that pollen, those allergenic, anything can be pulled through there, and the more that AC is running, the more those allergies that are coming into your home, and therefore you're waking up stuffed up.
Get your windows checked out. QR code is on the screen right now. You talk about AC, though. When I hear my AC running, I immediately think my electricity bill. Oh, my gosh, it's that time of year where I have to pay a ton of money to my electricity bill. Windows, though, contribute to that bill as well. 100%.
It's time to put a stop to the high energy bills. You have to. And there's a lot of other reasons to make the investment, but that's one of the biggest ones. What will happen is when you replace these windows, which equate to about 25% of the square foot of your home, that's a lot of glass. That's one whole wall of the house. All of that sun beating in, and on even the chilly days, that heat that you have inside going out, that will reduce your energy bill somewhere between the neighborhood of 20 and 30%. In most cases, will reduce that payment enough to pay for the windows themselves.
I love it, Dan. Thank you. Great job as always. Do yourself a favor. Check out your windows today with Renewal by Andersen.
Are you worried about your student loan payments? I don't blame you. The great news for you is now we have more options than ever. Go to our website, youhavepower.com, to find out what options may exist for you and your student loans.
Welcome back to the show. I've talked to a lot of you recently. You're kind of at that retirement age, right? And you want to sell your house, but you're concerned now because, well, if I sell this house, even if I downsize, I want to pay more for the next house, or if I'm going to get a mortgage, the interest rates are terrible. What do you do in that situation? You're nearing retirement age. Should you sell your house? And more importantly, once you do sell that house, where should you go? Great question. Joined by Luis and Elisha Lopez of Ocala Realty World. Hi, guys. How are you?
How are you doing?
People in Orlando, Winter Park, they're at retirement age. They're selling their house. The house is their biggest nest egg, right? That's where their real money is. That's been their savings account. And they don't want to use all of that money to buy a new place, of course, because they want to save some of that money for retirement. A great little place up north of Orlando in Marion County, Ocala, Levy County. Think about that. You say, sell your house here for $800,000. What can I buy a house or even a condo up there for?
Every price point. You've got condos for $150,000. You've got 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage in a 55+ active adult living community for under $200,000. And then of course the prices go up. But we've been in Ocala 21 years now, and we've been selling to retirees from all over the country, and that's exactly what they do. They sell their home, all the equity, and they pay cash, and they don't spend all of their money.
Exactly. Still have some savings, yet you have a house free and clear based on the house you sold here. It seems like an awesome idea. Everyone knows about the villages, Luis. We've all heard about it. There's a lot of other places for retirees up in your area, too.
Well, I think Ocala has the most retirees subdivisions. So you can go from 100 and change, all the way to 400, 450. But still, you get a brand new house for 450,000, 300,000. So you still can save a lot of money for rainy days.
Yeah, still leaving a lot of money in the bank.
You got it.
Buying a house free and clear. It sounds like a wonderful way to really start retirement. If you don't believe me that you can buy properties up in that area for way less expensive than here, do me a favor. Hit the QR code on the screen. It's going to go right to Ocala Realty World, and they'll send you listings that are coming on the market right now, send you listings that are already on the market, so you can see, test it for yourself. And it's really a different way of life. It really is a lot of fun. It's beautiful up in the Ocala area. How is that way of life treating you?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, the weather obviously is beautiful. So, but it kind of feels like you're in Georgia, the Carolinas, even kind of like Tennessee. Like you don't at times feel like you're in Florida, which is kind of weird for us coming from Miami, but it's just so beautiful. There's so many rolling hills and horse farms. So the scenery, it's like there's a scenic route everywhere.
A bad hurricane came through here recently, as we know, that sort of devastated the West Coast and certainly in North Carolina. Do you feel a little bit more safe, though? You come from Miami. Do you feel more safe in Ocala when a hurricane rolls through, more safe than you did in Miami?
100%. By the time the hurricane hits the coast, but the winds are 60, 70,
right.
max 80 miles, but no more than 70.
Yeah.
And last time we lost power for what, 3 hours?
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
So we are blessed to be in Ocala, especially for a hurricane. That's number one. Yeah.
Yeah. As Mama Bear, how do you feel being in Ocala versus being on the coast?
So my heart is always at the beach, but being mom and
Right.
you know, our day-to-day life, it's so much safer, and just the cost of living is so much lower. I think Ocala or Marion County is still number 3 in Florida for the lowest insurance rates and taxes.
Wow.
So even though they have gone up,
Yeah.
they're still way lower than.
Yep.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people look at just the price of the house or what their mortgage payment's going to be. When you start thinking about where your mortgage payment's going to be, you have to look at the property taxes and insurance. It can make a huge difference, Luis, on that monthly mortgage payment.
Well, taxes and insurance, it depends where you are. If you're closer to the East Coast or the West Coast, you're gonna pay probably 3-4 times more.
Right.
If you come to Ocala, then you got a lot more money to spend it on yourself
Yeah.
and your family.
I know at Ocala Realty World we have a lot of listings coming on the market, some that aren't even on the market that you can share with people
Yes.
before they come on the market, but a lot of houses that you're listing right now. Who are you seeing list properties the most in Ocala? Are these people that are moving further north? Are they people that are just upsizing, downsizing? What are you seeing?
Actually, most recently I've had a lot of absentee owners.
Really?
And a lot of those Airbnbs that everybody bought in the Airbnb boom,
Yeah.
they're selling them now. So, which is really great because they were remodeled and fixed up and they look really nice because they were an Airbnb, so the new buyer gets to benefit from that.
Yeah, the surrounding areas to Marion County too. The surrounding counties are really an awesome place for investment as well, whether it's land, residential real estate, whatever. What are you seeing people invest in the most when you start talking about Levy and the other surrounding counties?
I think Levy, Sumter County, those are the main 2 outside Marion County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are people buying? Is it land? Is it residential real estate? What are they buying?
Well, with Levy County, land, but mobile homes. And that's like when you talk about affordability, and a lot of times a buyer, they have maybe $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 that won't get you very far in Marion County anymore, but in Levy County it does.
I got so excited my pen broke because throwing it right out there.
Yeah.
Wonderful, it's just a wonderful time to invest in real estate in northern Florida. Only one place that you need to know when it comes to buying property up in Marion, the surrounding areas, investing in real estate up there, selling your real estate, or maybe you're sitting on some land up in the northern Florida area. You might be sitting on more of a gold mine than you actually think. QR code right here on the screen. I'll connect you with Luis and Elisha, Ocala Realty World, right away, and you'd be happy to send them listings, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes.
When someone calls, how excited do you get? When they say, oh, I saw you on the show, how exciting is that?
Oh, super exciting. They're like, really, it's you? The one? I'm like, yeah, it's me.
I love having you on here. Great job as always. Thank you to our amazing team. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
Have you been threatened by the IRS? You are not helpless. You have the power to fight wage garnishments and fight levies on your accounts. I'm Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.